Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're diving into a truly exciting journey through American numismatic history as we explore the 6 most valuable and ultra-rare United States coins ever discovered. From legendary early federal issues struck by the United States Mint to modern condition rarities that have stunned collectors at auction. This video is all about extraordinary coins that have reached jaw-dropping prices and earned their place among the most coveted treasures in the most expensive and valuable United States quarter dollar dated 1967, is the 1967 special mint set example of the Washington quarter. A coin that at first glance appears ordinary but in exceptional condition can command remarkable prices in today's numismatic market. While millions of 1967 quarters were struck for circulation, the finest known special mint set specimens, particularly those graded at the very top of the scale, have achieved thousands of dollars at auction. For collectors, the appeal lies not in rarity of date alone, but in the elusive pursuit of perfection, deeply struck details, pristine surfaces, and strong cameo contrast. The 1967 quarter represents a transitional moment in American coinage, and high-grade survivors from special mint sets are highly sought after because they combine historical importance with conditional scarcity, making them standout pieces in advanced Washington quarter collections. The historical context of the 1967 quarter is closely tied to the coinage crisis of the mid-1960s. Following the passage of the Coinage Act of 1965, which removed silver from circulating dimes and quarters, the United States Mint eliminated mint marks from coins dated 1965 through 1967 in an effort to discourage hoarding and speculation. As a result, all 1967 quarters bear no mint mark regardless of where they were struck. During this period, traditional proof sets were also suspended and replaced with special mint sets produced by the U.S. Mint, primarily at the United States Mint facilities in Philadelphia and San Francisco. These sets featured coins with a higher quality finish than circulation strikes, but not quite the mirror-like brilliance of earlier proofs. The 1967 quarter thus stands at an important crossroads between the silver era and the modern clad era, reflecting economic pressures and evolving minting practices in American history. In terms of design, the 1967 quarter retains the classic imagery introduced in 1932. The obverse features a left-facing portrait of George Washington, designed by sculptor John Flanagan, with the inscriptions "Liberty, in God we trust," and the date 1967. The reverse displays a heraldic eagle with outstretched wings clutching arrows and olive branches, symbolizing strength and peace, encircled by the inscriptions United States of America and EPLURIBUS UNUM. Unlike pre-1965 quarters, the 1967 issue is composed of a copper-nickel-clad outer layer bonded to a pure copper core, giving the edge a distinct reddish stripe. The coin measures 24.3 millimeters in diameter and weighs 5.67 grams. In special mint set condition, examples often exhibit sharper strikes, satiny luster, and occasionally cameo-like contrast between devices and fields, making high-grade pieces visually impressive despite their modern composition. Rarity for the 1967 quarter is not defined by low mintage, as hundreds of millions were produced for circulation, and over 1.8 million were included in special mint sets. Instead, rarity is conditional. Most circulating examples show heavy wear and are worth only face value, while even typical uncirculated pieces remain affordable. However, the very finest special mint set coins graded SB67, SB68, or higher by major grading services are extremely scarce. Coins with deep cameo contrast or near-flawless surfaces are particularly rare, because special mint set production methods did not consistently yield strong contrast. Minor imperfections, hairlines, or weak strikes are common, so pristine examples with smooth fields and bold detail become condition rarities that drive competitive bidding among registry set collectors. Market value varies dramatically based on condition. A worn 1967 quarter is worth 25 cents, and standard uncirculated examples typically trade for $1 to $5. Special mint set coins in average SB65 condition may sell in the $10 to $20 range. However, superbly preserved specimens graded SB67 can bring $40 to $100, while top population coins graded SB68 have realized prices from $1,000 to several $1,000s at major auctions, depending on eye appeal and population reports. Cameo-designated examples often command premiums due to their enhanced visual contrast. The market for high-grade Washington quarters has remained steady, supported by registry competition and long-term interest in completing high-quality date and typesets. And while prices can fluctuate with demand, elite-grade examples consistently attract strong interest. For collectors seeking a valuable 1967 quarter, careful examination is essential. Look for coins from original special mint set packaging, as these have the highest likelihood of superior preservation. Pay close attention to surface quality under magnification, searching for minimal contact marks, strong luster, and crisp detail in Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers. Certification by reputable third-party grading services is highly recommended for any coin believed to grade SB67 or higher, as authentication and grading significantly enhance liquidity and buyer confidence. Proper storage in climate-controlled conditions and inert holders will prevent tunning or surface degradation. Acquiring examples through established coin dealers, reputable auction houses, or respected numismatic forums helps ensure authenticity and fair market pricing. In conclusion, the 1967 Washington quarter may appear common at first glance, yet its finest special mint set examples represent some of the most valuable modern quarters in the series. Its historical role during the coinage transition of the 1960s, its classic design honoring George Washington, and its position within the long-running Washington quarter series give it enduring significance. While ordinary pieces remain inexpensive, the highest-grade survivors embody the principle that condition is king in modern numismatics. For both seasoned collectors and newcomers, the 1967 quarter offers an accessible entry point with the tantalizing possibility of discovering a premium quality example, ensuring its continued appeal and steady presence in the marketplace for years to come. The world of collecting. Next up in the 1984 Washington quarter dollar stands as an intriguing piece within modern American numismatics, particularly when examined through the lens of high-grade preservation and rare minting anomalies. While it is not inherently rare in circulated condition, the coin becomes significantly more desirable when found in exceptional mint state or with notable errors. Collectors are especially drawn to this issue because it represents a transitional era of mass production in U.S. coinage, where quality control inconsistencies occasionally produced valuable varieties. As a result, the 1984 quarter has earned a place of quiet importance among enthusiasts who specialize in modern coins, with the finest known examples commanding surprising premiums in today's market. The coin was minted in 1984 at the Denver Mint as part of the long-running Washington quarter series, which began in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of the birth of George Washington. By the 1980s, the quarter had become a staple of everyday commerce in the United States, and millions were produced annually to meet circulation needs. The 1984 issue had a substantial mintage exceeding hundreds of millions, reflecting a period of economic stability and steady coin demand. Unlike commemorative coins, this quarter was not tied to a specific historical event beyond its continued tribute to Washington, yet it captures the industrial scale of modern minting and the evolving standards of coin production during that decade. In terms of design, the 1984 quarter retains the classic imagery that defines the Washington series. The obverse features a left-facing portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, with the inscriptions "Liberty, in God we trust," and the year 1984. The reverse displays a heraldic eagle with outstretched wings perched on a bundle of arrows, framed by olive branches, symbolizing strength and peace. The coin is composed of a copper-nickel-clad composition, with a pure copper core sandwiched between outer layers of copper-nickel, giving it durability for circulation. It measures 24.3 in diameter and weighs approximately 5.67 grams. While these specifications are standard, what elevates certain examples is the sharpness of strike, brilliance of luster, and absence of contact marks, especially in coins graded MS67 or higher. Rarity in the 1984 D quarter is not derived from low mintage, but rather from conditioned scarcity and the presence of mint errors. Most examples entered circulation and show wear, making pristine, uncirculated coins relatively scarce by comparison. High-grade specimens with full strike details and minimal imperfections are difficult to locate, as the mass production techniques of the era often resulted in weak strikes or surface abrasions. Additionally, certain error varieties, such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, or coins struck on improper planchets, add another layer of rarity and desirability. These anomalies are highly sought after because they represent deviations from standard minting processes, making each error coin unique. The market value of the 1984 D quarter varies dramatically depending on its condition and characteristics. In circulated grades, the coin typically holds only its face value of 25 cents. However, in uncirculated condition, particularly at MS65 or above, values can range from a few dollars to upwards of $50. The most exceptional specimens, such as those graded MS67 or MS68 by professional grading services, have been known to sell for several $100s, with top-tier examples occasionally exceeding $1,000 at auction. Error coins can fetch even higher prices depending on their rarity and visual appeal. The value is driven by collector demand for high-grade modern coins, registry set competition, and the relative scarcity of flawless examples. For collectors interested in acquiring a valuable 1984 D quarter, careful attention to detail is essential. It is important to examine coins for strong luster, sharp strike quality, and minimal surface marks, as these factors heavily influence grading and value. Certification by reputable grading organizations, such as PCGS or NGC, provides assurance of authenticity and condition, which is particularly important for higher-value specimens. Proper storage in protective holders or climate-controlled environments helps preserve the coin's condition over time. Collectors are advised to seek out reputable dealers, attend coin shows, or participate in auctions to find quality examples, while also staying informed about market trends and recent sales. In conclusion, the 1984 D Washington quarter may appear ordinary at first glance, but it reveals considerable depth and potential when viewed through a collector's perspective. Its historical continuity within the Washington series, combined with the challenges of finding high-grade examples, gives it a unique place in modern numismatics. The coin's aesthetic appeal, coupled with the excitement of discovering rare errors or pristine specimens, continues to attract both novice and seasoned collectors. As interest in modern coinage grows and registry competition intensifies, the finest examples of the 1984 D quarter are likely to maintain, and potentially increase, their value, solidifying their status as desirable pieces in the evolving landscape of coin collecting. Next up to in the 1987 D Washington quarter holds a fascinating place in modern numismatics, not because it is inherently rare in circulation, but because of the extraordinary value it can achieve in exceptional condition. Struck as part of the long-running Washington quarter program, this coin represents a period when millions were produced for everyday use, yet only a tiny fraction survive in pristine, high-grade states. For collectors, The allure of the 1987D lies in its paradox. A common coin transformed into a highly sought-after rarity when preserved perfectly. Its value is driven less by age and more by condition, making it one of the most intriguing modern quarters for serious collectors who appreciate the challenge of assembling top-tier registry sets. The historical context of the 1987D quarter is rooted in its production at the Denver Mint during a time when the United States economy was stable, and coin production was focused on meeting the demands of circulation rather than collectors. Unlike earlier decades, the late 1980s did not emphasize special commemorative designs or precious metal content for circulating quarters. The coin features the enduring portrait of George Washington, whose image had appeared on the quarter since 1932 to commemorate the bicentennial of his birth. By 1987, the design had become iconic, symbolizing continuity and national identity, even as it quietly entered commerce in vast quantities without much fanfare. In terms of design and physical characteristics, the 1987D Washington quarter maintains the classic appearance that collectors recognize instantly. The obverse displays a left-facing bust of Washington, accompanied by inscriptions such as "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the year 1987, while the reverse features a heraldic eagle clutching arrows and an olive branch, symbolizing strength and peace. Composed of a copper-nickel clad over a pure copper core, the coin weighs 5.67 grams and measures 24.3 millimeters in diameter. While these specifications are standard, what makes certain examples special is the sharpness of strike, luster, and absence of contact marks, particularly in coins graded at the highest levels, where even microscopic imperfections can significantly affect desirability. Rarity for the 1987D quarter is not about low mintage, as hundreds of millions were struck, but rather about the scarcity of coins that have survived in superb gem condition. Most examples entered circulation and quickly accumulated wear, while relatively few were carefully preserved from the moment of minting. Coins graded MS-67 and above by professional services are exceptionally difficult to find, and those reaching MS-68 are considered condition rarities. Additionally, collectors sometimes seek out minor die varieties or striking anomalies, though no widely recognized major error dominates this issue. The true rarity lies in flawless surfaces, full mint luster, and strong strike quality, which together elevate an otherwise common coin into a prized collectible. The market value of the 1987D Washington quarter varies dramatically depending on condition. Circulated examples typically hold only face value or a slight premium, but uncirculated coins can command modest prices, often ranging from a few dollars to around $20 in lower mint state grades. However, in high-end grades such as MS-67, values can climb into the hundreds of dollars, reflecting the difficulty of locating such well-preserved specimens. The most exceptional coins, graded MS-68, have been known to achieve prices exceeding $1,000 at auction, driven by registry set competition and the demand for top population coins. These price levels highlight how condition scarcity, rather than intrinsic rarity, defines the coin's true worth in today's market. For collectors interested in acquiring a valuable 1987D quarter, careful attention to detail is essential. High-quality examples should exhibit strong luster, minimal contact marks, and crisp design details, particularly in Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers. Certification by respected grading organizations, such as Professional Coin Grading Service or Numismatic Guarantee Company, is highly recommended, as it ensures authenticity and provides an objective assessment of condition. Proper storage in climate-controlled environments and protective holders can help preserve the coin's quality over time, while purchasing from reputable dealers or established auction houses reduces the risk of acquiring cleaned or damaged pieces. In conclusion, The 1987 D Washington quarter exemplifies how modern coins can achieve remarkable value through condition rarity and collector demand. While it may not boast the historical drama or intrinsic scarcity of earlier American coinage, its significance lies in the challenge it presents to collectors striving for perfection. The coin's classic design, connection to the legacy of George Washington, and its role within the enduring Washington quarter ensure its next up to in the 1988 D Washington quarter, struck by the United States Mint at its Denver facility, stands as a fascinating example of how even relatively modern coins can achieve notable value under the right conditions. While it is not inherently rare in the way early American coinage might be, the 1988 D quarter has developed a strong following among collectors due to the possibility of high-grade specimens and intriguing mint errors. Its appeal lies not in age alone but in the pursuit of perfection, as collectors compete to secure the finest known examples. In today's numismatic market, coins like this highlight how condition, certification, and subtle variations can transform an otherwise common piece into a highly desirable collectible. Historically, the 1988 D quarter belongs to the long-running Washington quarter series, first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. By 1988, the coin had become a standard fixture of American commerce, with hundreds of millions produced annually to meet circulation needs. The Denver Mint, identified by the D Mint mark, played a crucial role in this mass production. The late 1980s marked a period of economic stability and modernization in minting technology, meaning coins from this era often exhibit consistent quality, though this also makes truly flawless examples harder to find than one might expect given the high mintage. In terms of design, the 1988 D Washington quarter maintains the classic imagery that had defined the series for decades. The obverse features a left-facing portrait of George Washington, originally sculpted by John Flanagan, with inscriptions including Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date. The reverse displays a heraldic eagle with outstretched wings clutching arrows and an olive branch, symbolizing both military readiness and peace. Composed of a copper-nickel-clad structure, the coin weighs 5.67 grams and measures 24.3 millimeters in diameter. While these specifications are standard, coins in pristine condition often reveal sharper details, stronger luster, and more pronounced strike characteristics, making them especially attractive to discerning collectors. Rarity for the 1988 D quarter does not stem from low mintage. Indeed, over 596 million were struck, but rather from the scarcity of coins preserved in superb gem condition. Grades such as MS-67 or higher are exceptionally difficult to find, as even minor imperfections from the minting process can limit a coin's grade. Additionally, certain mint errors have elevated the coin's status among specialists. These include double die varieties, off-center strikes, and die cracks, which, while rare, can significantly increase a coin desirability. The combination of condition rarity and the allure of error varieties creates a layered market where not all 1988 D quarters are valued equally. When it comes to market value, most circulated 1988 D quarters remain worth only their face value of 25 cents, reflecting their abundance. However, uncirculated examples in lower mint state grades, MS-60, MS-65, typically range from a few dollars to around $10. The real excitement begins at the highest certified levels, where MS-67 examples can command prices between $100 and $300, depending on eye appeal and certification. Exceptional specimens graded MS-68, which are extremely rare, have been known to reach upwards of $1,000 or more at auction. Error coins, particularly dramatic double dies or significant striking anomalies, can also fetch premium prices, sometimes exceeding several $100s depending on their uniqueness and condition. For collectors interested in acquiring a valuable 1988 D quarter, careful attention to detail is essential. High-grade coins should exhibit strong luster, minimal contact marks, and well-defined design elements, particularly in Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers. Certification by reputable grading services such as Professional Coin Grading Service or Numismatic Guarantee Company is highly recommended, as it ensures authenticity and provides an objective assessment of condition. Proper storage in climate-controlled environments and protective holders can help preserve a coin's quality over time. Collectors often find the best opportunities through reputable dealers, coin shows, and online auctions, where certified examples are more readily available. In conclusion, the 1988 Washington quarter exemplifies how modern coins can achieve significant value through a combination of condition rarity, collector demand, and occasional minting anomalies. While it may not possess the historical mystique of earlier American coinage, its role within the Washington Quarter series and its potential for high-grade scarcity make it a compelling addition to any collection. For both novice and experienced numismatists, this coin offers an accessible yet rewarding challenge, with the possibility of discovering a hidden gem among seemingly ordinary pieces. As interest in high-quality modern coins continues to grow, the 1988 quarter remains a noteworthy example of how value can emerge from precision, preservation, and the enduring appeal of American numismatic history.